all right, Michigan's not just going to roll over and act as if last year was a one-year aberration in the Ohio State dominance. Ohio State probably will beat them, probably should beat them, but they're going to have to do it. They're going to have to play well. They won't be able to, roll out an average game and beat them. At least, your perceptions evolve as the season goes along. But I came away from that game not so much down on Penn State, other than throwing peanut butter and jelly sandwiches at guys allegedly, and more impressed with Michigan. In case you don't know that story, this week during the news conferences and talking to the Michigan players about and Harbaugh about the little dust up in the tunnel. Most of our listeners, I'm sure, are familiar with the big house. The two teams go into one tunnel in one side, and it can lead to some unpleasantries from time to time. And it did at halftime of the Penn State Michigan game. And I guess it was RJ Moten who told a teammate, I just got hit in the face with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I don't know who would throw a good PB&J, but apparently someone did.
I mean, you're giving away halftime protein, right? Like,
yeah,
that's gonna keep you fueled in the second half. Yeah, big house, small tunnel, right? That's the lesson of the lesson of this. Good old fashioned coach chippiness too. Nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong with coaches just straight out calling saying the stuff they would call their conference football administrator and complain about. Saying it out loud is just beautiful. It never changed Jim Harbaugh.
I tell you, I agree. Because Harbaugh said that it looked as if, paraphrasing here, that James Franklin was the ringleader of the whole thing. He said, and by the way, I've got bigger fish to fry than that kind of whining. I think he referred to them as sophomoric.
Sophomoric. That was a nice pull, showing off his Michigan degree.
Yeah, and his time at Stanford. But probably the Michigan degree. I don't want to insult the good people at Michigan, but it was.
Well, he did when he was at Stanford, actually, because he said they didn't have any academic standards. And then
that's true. That's true. So I guess I'm in the clear there. But yeah, I love that stuff. I like to do those coach translators every now and then. It's one thing I really miss about Mark D'Antonio not being at Michigan State anymore, because his disdain and contempt for the maize and blue always showed through, a good fodder for the translator, that basically everything that came out of his mouth and Harbaugh's in retort was almost basically, I don't like them. I think one year I played this long D'Antonio bite. It came out and said, yeah, what he says is, I hate Michigan, which is pretty much it. That game, Michigan State, for whatever reason, and I know the reason, at least a large part of it. For Michigan State is largely an annoyance over the years. I'm speaking historically, way back. Ohio State's their biggest rival. That gets under Michigan State's skin, of course. So for Michigan State, it's a crusade. For Michigan, it's a little bit more of a relief type thing, but it might be different this year.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.